Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Celtic Way. It's a pre-match show for Sunday, the 19th of October, Dundee against Celtic at Dens Park. My name is Ryan McGinley. This morning, I'm delighted to be joined by Tony Haggerty, who is live at Dens Park as we speak. Tony, how are you doing, and are you looking forward to today's game?
Can't wait for today's game, Ryan. I'm in the celebrity surroundings of Dundee's press box. Might have some Wi-Fi issues, so I apologise in advance if that's there. But I hope everybody can hear me loud and clear. But yeah, really looking forward to today's match. Good to have club football back, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Before we get started and we talk about today's team, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, as always. It's Simply Furniture. They're located in Hillington, Glasgow. It's Simply Furniture is an independent brand dedicated to bringing luxury and contemporary style into homes across the UK. With over a decade of experience in furniture retail, they meticulously source only the finest pieces, curated for quality, comfort and timeless design. From elegant sofas to statement dining sets, their hand-picked collections offer exceptional value without ever compromising on style. Their dedicated team ensures your furniture is delivered with care right to your doorstep. If you want to see the beauty up close, you can visit their stunning showroom and mention the Celtic Way for a special in-store discount, and all of their links are in the description. Tony, I'll just bring up the team for today's game against Dundee. There's 3 changes from the team that faced Motherwell, the team that started against Motherwell. We get Kasper Schmeichel in goals, a back 4 of Kieran Tierney, Liam Scales, Cameron Carter-Vickers and Anthony Ralston. Midfield 3 of the captain, Cal McGregor, who's joined by Rio Hatate and Benjamin Nigren. And then a front 3 of Kelechi Iheanacho, Hyun-Jung Yang on the right and Sebastian Tenetke on the left. If I can just bring up the subs, let me just get them up. I had them up and then they went off my screen. So the subs for today are Sinisalo, Balikwisha, McCowan, Kenny, Engels, Sirachi, Murray, Forrest and Donovan. Tony, what do you make of that team?
I'm surprised not to see Colby Donovan or Balikwisha, to be honest, but it's the manager's call. Also surprised to see Rio Hatate start. Thought Rio Hatate possibly deserved to be benched for his recent performances, but if that's the team the manager thinks will get a result at Dens Park, then you have to go with his judgment. But here's hoping that they do, Ryan, and he doesn't have to turn to his bench because of emergencies, because things aren't going to plan. But you stand or fall by your decisions, and the manager will stand or fall by this one today, bringing back Yang, excluding the likes of Colby Donovan and maybe not giving Balikwisha a wee outing.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprising call, I would say, given the fact that Celtic also have James Forrest and Michel-Ange Balikwisha in their ranks. I know Balikwisha's more suited to the left-hand side, but even earlier on this week against Namibia, Sebastian Tenetke played a large portion of the 45 minutes that he played for Tunisia on the right-hand side, rather. So I was thinking maybe potentially Brendan Rodgers could provide that change and put Balikwisha on the left just off the back of his performance and his really good cameo against Motherwell. But it's a big day for Hyun-Jung Yang, and you're just hoping that he can take his opportunity with both hands.
Very much so, Ryan. He has got an opportunity here and he has to perform. There's no hiding place. Celtic need the points. Hearts won yesterday. They're now 5 points behind Hearts. So Celtic need to win. Hearts apply what we've always spoken about on this podcast many times, that scoreboard pressure. And they were quite impressive in their dismantling of Kilmarnock yesterday. So, yeah, Celtic need to win, Ryan. And they have to find a way to create chances, and those chances are going to come from the wide areas. So guys like Yang and Tenetke have to provide for the likes of Iheanacho. And again, he's given my choice. Hatate has to turn it on today, Ryan. It's a big game for him as well.
Yes, it's a massive game for Rio Hatate. I really... with the competition that's in midfield, Luke McCowan was in there last time out. Benjamin Nigren's came back into the midfield. Arnott Engels is on the bench. Paulo Bernardo unfortunately misses out due to that illness that Brendan Rodgers was speaking about on Friday. So for Hatate, it's one of these games today where he's got to stand up and be counted for, because his form so far this season, Tony, I think you and I would agree, has not been up to standard, unfortunately.
It's dropped below the high bar that he's set, Ryan. We know he's a technically gifted player. We know he can carve defences open with his passing and his probing and his prompting. but we've just not seen that creative side of Hatate this season at all. And to be perfectly honest, Hatate wouldn't have been in my starting lineup today. The manager's made the call. I'm just hoping that he doesn't have to turn to his bench early because it's not going to plan. But I think most Celtic supporters coming to Dens Park today, seeing that lineup, they'll feel a wee bit underwhelmed and a bit concerned about it as well.
Yeah, just on the defence, Tony, the fact that Tony Ralston starts ahead of Colby Donovan. Now, there's no spot on the bench for Alistair Johnson just yet. I think he's working his way back into the team with the options that Celtic currently have in that right back position with Tony Ralston, Scotland international, Colby Donovan, who's just made his breakthrough into the first team, also a Scotland under-21 international too. These are two guys that can be trusted, especially with the task at hand today, and potentially you could see Johnson maybe come back on Thursday, but maybe a game too soon for the Canada international.
I've got to say, Ryan, my Wi-Fi connection is really struggling here. Lots of people coming in and using it up as well. I didn't catch a word of that. There's people in the comments also saying that the Wi-Fi connection is poor. I might reboot and come back in and see if that makes any difference. All right?
That's absolutely fine. While you're doing that, I can bring in some of the comments, Tony, but I'll just take you out and you can refresh just now. Right, guys, I'll just talk through the team once again for those who haven't seen the team or maybe just haven't checked social media yet. The team for today is Casper Schmeichel in goals, a back four of Anthony Ralston, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Liam Scales and Kieran Tierney. Midfield three of Callum McGregor, Benjamin Nygren and Rio Hatate, and a front three of Hyun Jung Yang on the right, Sebastian Tenetke on the left and Kelechi Iheanacho through the middle. Just a quick reminder of the subs for this afternoon's game. Get Viljami Sinisalo, Michel Ange Balikwisha, Luke McCowan, Johnny Kenny, Arne Engels, Marcelo Sirachi, Dane Murray, James Forrest and Colby Donovan. I'll just bring in some of the comments that people are saying. People are mentioning Tony's Wi-Fi. Listen, we can only do so much. I've worked at Dens Park before and the signal is not great there. I don't think it helps the fact that the roof is there or where it's situated and where the press box is situated. Just going to bring in some of the comments. Let me just take the screen off, or let me just take the team off rather. John Milan says 1-0 struggle after the break. I think as long as Celtic get the win today, that's the most important thing, especially with two massive games coming up against Sturm Graz and Hearts. Of course, at Tynecastle, Hearts were comfortable winners yesterday against Kilmarnock at Rugby Park. So it's all about Celtic. You know, Hearts have applied that scoreboard pressure yesterday, so it's all about Celtic coming and putting on a good display and getting the 3 points. You know, they won in the last time out against Motherwell, so it's all about continuing to get that good feeling of wins going, and we'll see where that takes us at the end of the season. If people could just get their scoreline, their score predictions in, then I'll try and bring up as many as possible. Let me just see if there's any other comments in before I try and get Tony back. So Liam Devine, love the Wu-Tang Clan icon as always. 3-0, Nygren and Iheanacho. I wonder if one of them is going to get a double on the day, judging by the 3-0 scoreline that you've predicted. Come back in and say who it's going to be, whether it's going to be Benjamin Nygren and Kelechi Iheanacho. Francis Lester saying 3 points are absolutely imperative this afternoon. I think we will get them. 3-0. 2-1 says P. McLaughlin. 2-1 Iheanacho and Benjamin Nygren. Quite common or quite popular scorers today, you would say, in some of the comments. Turgid 2-0, as Tony would say, says Patman 67. Gary and Charles Simpson says 2-0, come on the hoops. Karma says an unimpressive 1-0 victory. Hopefully that's a 1-0 victory that he's talking about. Dennis Jameson comes in and says Daizen Maeda is injured. Yes, that's true. He got an injury when he was out on international duty with he got his injury when he was playing against Motherwell, but he still went away with Japan, didn't play in either of Japan's two friendlies, and has came back and cannot fixture today, but hopefully he's back in time for Sturm Graz and especially Hearts at the weekend. Jason says, hi Celtic peeps, hello to everybody in the comments, thank you once again for joining us, we really do appreciate it. Sunday 1888 says 3-0 in Balikwisha to score. Dennis Jameson comes back in and says 3-1 to Celtic. An Ian Atchell double. Liam Devine confirms. Thank you very much for letting me know. Really do appreciate it. To those that are maybe just coming in late, I will go through the team one more time while I wait on Tony, although I don't think it's looking likely given his internet connection at the moment. In goals this afternoon for Celtic, it's Casper Schmeichel. We've got a back four of Kieran Tierney, Liam Scales, Cameron Carter-Vickers and Anthony Ralston. A midfield three of Callum McGregor, Benjamin Nigren and Rio Hatate. And a front three of Kelechi Iheanacho, Hyun Jung Yang and Sebastian Tenetke. Now, it doesn't look as if Tony's connection is getting any better. I know what it's like. I've worked at Dens Park before, and I know that the connection can be a little bit iffy, especially when there's loads of laptops connecting at the same time. But thank you to each and every one of you for joining today's show. Really do appreciate it. Thank you to It's Simply Furniture for sponsoring today's video and sponsoring all of their videos. A quick reminder that all of their links are in the description, and you can go to their showcase room in Hillington, Glasgow. If you mention the Celtic Way, then you'll get a special in-store discount. We'll be back after the game at some point to talk about Celtic's game against Dundee this afternoon. Until then, thank you so much to each and every one of you for joining the show. And yes, we'll be back sometime after full time to discuss what happens, win, lose or draw. Cheers guys, and enjoy the rest of your day and the game. Thank you very much.